My name's Harriet and I'm the coordinator for Triagora. I work for a social enterprise called For My Schools. We do recruitment for schools, but we also do much more than that because we recycle our profits back to schools. We're set up as a community interest company, so that means that we have a dedicated community, and for us that's schools. We set up Triagora as a way of helping schools, helping teachers, parents and pupils.
We believe that a strong three-way relationship, a triadic relationship between child, parent and teacher, is the building block of a child's education and life. We're working with Beckers Green Primary School and their nurture group to encourage involvement from parents who we see as key to learning. We've done 3 days worth of creative workshops, filming the lot and centring the activity on filmmaking. The parents have imitated the workshop their children are doing. They're experiencing the learning rather than just being told or shown it. We believe this is the best way we can provide parents and teachers a point of contact which allows for relationship building. Both teacher and parents were able to hear from one another and share stories and ideas.
We've had 4 sessions, one with parents, 2 with the pupils, and the tea party where we brought everybody together.
I'm Wendy Dunn, I'm the inclusion coordinator at school and I run the nurture group, and I think the afternoon went really well. I was really chuffed how all of it went. So if they're going to do a picture of themselves, all the materials and everything that you're going to be using, they're going to be using. So we had a little go at using just flat tissue paper and creating different textures. So we've been practicing that this week, twisting, because that's for fine motor skills as well. So all of this, it all dovetails into all their needs, yeah? And the fine motor skills is so that they can do their writing.
In terms of outcomes, this didn't just strengthen relationships between home and school. It also offered an opportunity for parents to spend time with their children and also see their children as learners. But there's also a practical side to it, which is that they can feel freer to come into school and speak with staff. And I know that that has been happening and it has had an impact for the school, and I hope for home as well.
Sometimes our parents can feel quite isolated, especially perhaps if you've got a child who's been put in a nurture or an enrichment class and you're not really quite sure why. You may have been taught to that they need some extra learning skills to be able to access the full curriculum, but you're still saying to yourself, well, why is that? And I think it's really important for us as a school, which this project has allowed us to look at again, and saying, no, let's get parents more in. Let's get them in just to hear readers in an afternoon. Let's get them in just to help out more. Let's really open the doors to parents to become part of the children's learning. And it was lovely coming into the nurture group and seeing the parents talking to each other and also doing the activities. I think that was important, that they felt that they were so engrossed in it and that they could do it, and that it was fun and that the children enjoyed it. So it was an excellent opportunity, yeah.
The amount of parents that came is good for us, so that's really good, and how settled they got as soon as we started, and how involved they got. So, you know, as the afternoon progressed, everybody was really enjoying what they were doing. That's really good. And now I know that they're going to go home and talk to the children, because they started as soon as they met up with their children about what they've been doing. It was very good. I think actually they were nervous about coming, and I think we felt that when we first met up with them. So I'm pleased that they overcame that part and still came. So I think sending the letters out and Harriet calling them and things like that and reassuring them, that made it so that it was such a good turnout. I think the links between home and school are going to be improved, and the link so that the parents are knowing what the children are doing here. On the way back to meet the children, we were having discussions about, you know, we need to come in and ask more. The parents were saying they need to come in and ask more questions, because they didn't really know quite what was involved with nurture groups. So, and I think now we can keep working with that, and we can keep inviting the nurture group children's families in more, and build on that. I've enjoyed being with the parents in an informal situation and having a group task to do. So all of us were worried first thing this morning. I know I was when I got up, like, oh no, out of my comfort zone completely. But then I realised everybody else was as well. And I think from that, then I think we've produced a really good film.
And just going back to the activity, how did you find the activity yourself, like being in a classroom?
Fun, actually. I got quite into it. I didn't realise how much I was going to get into it. Yeah.
I think we should have had adult scissors though, but otherwise it's very good now.
But you see how it helps him, because he's got bad motor skills. They're not very good, so I can see how things like that helping him as well, like with little bits of cutting out bits of pipe cleaner and stuff like that, and he doesn't even realise he's learning.
It's better that we didn't know what we were going to do today as well, actually.
Yeah, because he wouldn't know, would he, either? Exactly. So, yeah, that was good, yeah.
I just thought it was good, because you're going to see the progress of your children, and you know, like my little brother, like he has come a long way, like for the past since nurture groups. It's good because it's experiencing, isn't it? And like to see how he copes throughout the whole day, and then see how we cope throughout the whole day. So it's really how you express your feelings, and you can see throughout life how they want to be.
The activity's been really interesting. Felt like I was back at school myself. But no, I think it's really good, especially because now you can kind of process what your own children are doing in school. It's good, it is. And to be honest, when I was doing it as well, I was thinking, you know, Shania would absolutely love doing that because she's very into her arts.
There were times when there was real concentration, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be almost just busy doing their own thing.
I know, it was like, it's quietness, wasn't it? You could hear a pin drop, it was. And I think all the parents out there have not been concentrating. And the thing is, like, you know, as well, I think the good thing is obviously when the children do see it, they'll see, you know, mums and dads ain't perfect either. They're not brilliant, so it doesn't matter if they make a mistake, and I think that would be the best thing.
It was so good to get the parents in and working with us, working with their children, and having that special bond with the parents means everything. So to do more workshops and getting them parents in, seeing what their kids are like here, what they do, what they're getting up to, how they are, is so important. And after this we will definitely do a lot more workshops with the parents coming in.
For the parents who came to the workshop, and for all of them, because they all came to the tea party, it's about an understanding of what goes on at school, but it's not just about support, it's about understanding aims and purposes. And for the nurture group, where each child is personally tailored to, that's really crucial. Workshops that are replicable and scalable for other schools and other families. Having said that, they need to be unique to those individuals, and they need to be collaborative. So whilst this pilot's been helpful for starting that, we want to work with more schools and with more teachers, parents and pupils. One of Triagora's aims is to improve communication and cooperation to benefit the triadic relationship. We've been doing that at Becca's Green, and we're going to continue to do it. We're also developing a metric because we're interested in understanding what's at play within these relationships and how they can develop and evolve. We're very willing to share that with people and talk to them about how we're going about doing that, so please do get in touch.